The air hung heavy with chlorine, a familiar scent that clung to the walls and floors of the indoor pool. It was a smell that the dolphins had grown accustomed to, a constant reminder of their commitment and the countless hours spent in the water. Steam rose from the surface of the pool, creating an almost mystical atmosphere. The early morning light filtered through the windows, casting a soft glow on the water. It was serene, yet there was an underlying tension, a sense of anticipation for the grueling practice ahead. It was another early morning for the Dolphins, the local swim team known for their relentless work ethic. The team members, still groggy from sleep, gathered poolside, stretching and preparing for the intense session that awaited them. They hit the water with a splash, the sound echoing through the empty pool hall. The cold water jolted them awake, their bodies quickly adjusting to the familiar sensation. Each stroke was a testament to their dedication. The synchronized movements of their arms and legs were the result of countless hours of practice, each swimmer pushing themselves to their limits. They were training for the regional championship, a competition that could make or break their season. The pressure was immense, but so was their determination. They knew that every lap, every drill, brought them one step closer to their goal. Every muscle ached, every breath burned, but they pushed on, driven by a shared dream and the unyielding support of their teammates. They knew that the pain was temporary, but the glory of victory would last forever. Their victory would last forever. Their coach, a grizzled veteran named Coach Mike, watched with a critical eye. He had seen many teams come and go, but there was something special about this group. He believed in their potential, even when they doubted themselves. He knew the potential of this team. He had seen glimpses of greatness in their performances, moments where everything clicked and they moved as one. He was determined to bring out the best in each of them. They just needed to find their rhythm. The key to their success lay in their ability to work together, to synchronize their movements and support each other through the toughest moments. The whistle blew, signaling the end of the set. The swimmers paused, their chests heaving as they caught their breath. It was a brief respite before the next round of drills. The swimmers emerged from the water, gasping for air. Their faces were a mix of exhaustion and determination, a testament to the hard work they had put in. Among them was Sophia, the team's star. She had a natural talent that set her apart from the rest, but it was her unwavering dedication that truly made her shine. Her movements were poetry in motion. Every stroke was executed with precision and grace, a result of years of training and a deep love for the sport. She was a natural talent driven by a pure love for the sport. Her passion was infectious, inspiring her teammates to push themselves harder and strive for greatness.
Sophia was the one to beat. Everyone knew it. Her presence in the pool was a constant reminder of what was possible with hard work and dedication. She was not just a competitor, she was a leader, a beacon of hope for the entire team.
Sophia wasn't the only one who caught Coach Mike's attention. There was also Emily, a wealthy and somewhat entitled girl. She wasn't as naturally gifted as Sophia, but her determination was undeniable. Emily harbored a secret crush on Coach Mike. She desperately sought his approval, his praise, but her efforts seemed to go unnoticed, overshadowed by Sophia's natural abilities.
Then there was Jake, a goofy but kind-hearted boy who provided the team's comic relief. He was always there to lend a helping hand or a listening ear. He admired Sophia's talent and Emily's drive. He just wished they could all get along.
The tension between Sophia and Emily was palpable. It cast a shadow over the team's camaraderie. As the days turned into weeks, Emily's crush on Coach Mike intensified. So did her resentment toward Sophia. She convinced herself that Sophia was the obstacle between her and Coach Mike's affections. A wicked plan began to form in Emily's mind. She would frame Sophia for something that would get her kicked off the team. One evening after practice, Emily lingered behind. She waited until the locker room was empty.
With trembling hands, she planted a banned energy drink in Sophia's locker. Guilt gnawed at her conscience, but the desire to be close to Coach Mike outweighed her morals.
The next day, Coach Mike conducted a surprise locker check. The banned substance was found in Sophia's locker. Sophia was devastated. She pleaded her innocence, but the evidence was stacked against her. Coach Mike, bound by the rules, had no choice but to suspend her from the team.
They couldn't imagine competing without her. Sophia was their star player. The team was in shock.
Emily, pretending to be shocked and supportive, relished her moment of triumph.
Sophia was gone, The path was clear for Emily to win Coach Mike's heart.
Or so she thought.
With Sophia gone, Emily stepped into the spotlight, but the pressure was immense.
I can't believe how hard this is. I thought I could do it.
She couldn't fill Sophia's shoes, her performance suffered.
Why can't I keep up? Coach Mike, notice me, please.
Coach Mike, instead of showering her with attention, seemed more distant than ever, preoccupied with Sophia's absence.
He's not even looking my way. What am I doing wrong?
During a particularly grueling practice session, Emily pushed herself too hard. She wanted to prove herself to Coach Mike.
Just a little more. I can do this.
But her body gave out. She collapsed in the pool, a sharp pain shooting through her shoulder. She had injured herself badly.
My shoulder. I can't move it.
As Emily lay in the hospital bed, the weight of her actions crashed down upon her. The guilt she had suppressed could no longer be contained. She confessed everything to her parents. They were horrified by their daughter's deceit. They urged her to come clean, to seek forgiveness.
I have to tell the truth. I have to apologize to Sophia.
With the support of her parents, Emily reached out to Sophia. She confessed to framing her, to the lies, to everything.
I can't believe you would go to such lengths, Emily. How could you betray our trust like this? We were a team, a family, and you shattered that bond. But I see you're genuinely remorseful. This will take time. Trust isn't something that can be rebuilt overnight. It requires effort, consistency, and genuine change.
Sophia listened to Emily's apology, her heart a mixture of anger and pity. She remembered the good times they had shared, the victories they had celebrated together, but the pain of betrayal was still fresh. She couldn't believe that Emily would go to such lengths. The actions were so out of character for the Emily she thought she knew. It was as if she was looking at a stranger. But seeing Emily's genuine remorse, her vulnerability, softened Sophia's heart. She could see the pain in Emily's eyes, the regret that weighed heavily on her shoulders. Forgiveness, however, would take time. It wasn't something that could be given lightly. Sophia needed to see real change, real effort from Emily to make amends.
Did you hear about Emily's confession? I can't believe it. It's all anyone can talk about. The whole team is in shock.
We lost our star player because of her selfishness. I feel so betrayed. We had such high hopes for this season, and now everything is in jeopardy.
Coach Mike is so disappointed. He really misjudged her. He thought she was a leader, someone the team could rely on. Now he's questioning everything.
News of Emily's confession spread through the team like wildfire. They were furious. The betrayal cut deep, and the trust that had been built over years was shattered in an instant. They had lost their star player because of Emily's selfishness. They felt betrayed. The sense of unity and camaraderie that once defined the team was now replaced with suspicion and hurt. Coach Mike, his disappointment palpable, shook his head. He had misjudged Emily. He had seen potential in her, a spark that he thought could lead the team to greatness. He had let his guard down. He had believed in her, and now he was left questioning his own judgment. The road to recovery for the team would be long and arduous. Despite the anger and hurt, the team knew they had to come together. The tension was palpable, but beneath it all, there was a shared understanding that they needed each other more than ever. There was a glimmer of hope, a faint light at the end of the tunnel. The team members, despite their differences, began to see the possibility of reconciliation. The team was facing disqualification from the championship due to Sophia's absence. They needed her back, not just for her skills, but for the spirit she brought to the team. The empty pool symbolized the void left by her departure. Emily, determined to right her wrongs, knew that she had to make amends. She had to show Sophia that the team was incomplete without her, that they were willing to change and grow. She pleaded with Sophia to rejoin the team, her voice filled with sincerity and regret. The emotional conversation was a turning point, a moment of vulnerability and honesty.
Sophia, please, we need you. The team needs you. Without you, we are not complete. We can't do this without you.
Sophia, torn between her hurt and her love for swimming, found herself at a crossroads. She had to decide whether to let go of the past and embrace the future with her team. She saw a chance for redemption, not just for herself but for the entire team. It was an opportunity to heal old wounds and rebuild the bonds that had been broken. For the team to heal, they needed to come together, to support each other, and to find strength in their unity. The celebration that awaited them was not just about winning, but about rediscovering their shared purpose.
I'll return, but not for Emily, not for the championship. I will return for myself, for the love of the sport, and for the camaraderie I once shared with my teammates. I will swim for myself, for the joy it brings me, and for the sense of belonging that I have missed so much. For the love of the sport, for the thrill of the water, and for the moments of pure happiness that swimming brings. For the camaraderie I once shared with my teammates, for the friendships that were forged in the pool, and for the memories that we created together.
She agreed to return, but not for Emily, not for the championship. She would swim for herself, for the love of the sport, and for the camaraderie she had once shared with her teammates. She would swim for herself, for the love of the sport, and for the joy it brought her. The water was her sanctuary, a place where she could be free and at peace, for the camaraderie she had once shared with her teammates, for the bonds that had been formed, and for the sense of belonging that she had missed. Together, they would find their way back to each other, united in purpose. The day of the championship arrived. The atmosphere was electric. The Dolphins, once fractured, were now united in purpose. Sophia, back in her element, swam with a fire in her eyes. The team rallied around her, pushing themselves to their limits.
Come on, team, we can do this.
Let's give it everything we've got.
When the final whistle blew, the Dolphins had done the impossible. They had won. It wasn't just Sophia's victory, it was a testament to the power of forgiveness, the strength of unity.
We did it together.
Emily, watching from the sidelines, her arm in a sling, finally understood. True victory lay not in individual glory, but in the collective spirit, in the bonds of teamwork and honesty.